Cale, what are you doing? Are you trying to scare our neighbors? Stop, stop it. Hey guys, we are back with another video, and today we have a really spooky project. We are actually going to be making eyeball bath bombs. And when I first thought of this idea, I thought it was so original and thinking, wow, I've never seen this done before. But then little did I know that a pretty big bath and body company actually has already done this before, Lush. So I am not the first person to make eyeball bath bombs, but I guess Lush has inspired me and this technique, because I don't think I was going to do it this way until I saw what they've done. So that's what I'm going to be doing today and showing you how we do it. And there's going to be a little bit of challenging element added to this because I won't actually be making them. Cale is. So I'm going to be trying to teach them how to make bath bombs. I've taught over 40,000 people now how to make bath bombs. Let's see if I'm able to do it for my own husband. We'll just say that your learning style and my teaching style, let's just say they don't really mesh together. And
unlike some of our other recent videos where I have been making stuff, like those are products that I have been making now for a while. Yeah. So
he's skilled in those.
I'll be making today, but this is new for me.
This is a brand new skill, and I thought that if he was gonna make bath bombs, this is gonna be the one to try because it's pretty simple. Hopefully. So if you're interested in seeing a husband try to make bath bombs for the very first time on camera, no pressure by the way, then keep watching. So to make these bath bombs, they're going to be pretty simple. They're going to be mostly white since eyeballs are white, and we're going to try to make them have a blue iris because Cale's eyes are blue. And in the middle of the bath bomb, we're going to put some really cool embeds in there. I think a little bit of blue, maybe a little red for a little gory, spooky Halloween element. And for the actual scent of the bath bomb, we thought because it's gonna be gory and spooky and kind of bloody, I thought this fragrance oil from Fizz called Witch's Brew is gonna be perfect for this bath bomb. And the scent of this is buttery sugar crust with cherry filling. And I want you to smell this because I don't think you've smelled it.
Yeah, I haven't smelled this yet.
What do you think?
Yeah, it's like a cherry Tootsie Pop.
Like a cherry pie.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to watch it all come together. So while Cale is suiting up, I'm going to kind of explain what the first step is. And the very, very first step that we're going to be doing is turning on our dehumidifier because it is kind of a damp day. And in order to set Cale up for success, we're going to make sure that we're controlling the humidity in the room. So I'm just going to turn this on right here. Yeah, as you can see, 83. That's super high humidity. Doesn't that hurt?
No.
Okay.
It's exhilarating.
Okay. So the second step after we've turned on the dehumidifier is to measure out the baking soda. And Cale has his recipe over here.
We have two bins over here, Jarka. So the baking soda's the bin on top?
Yep. Perfect. So because this bath bomb is mostly white with some blue in it, what we're gonna do is mix all the ingredients together, split it into a different section to add the blue later on because we're gonna have it be mostly white. So what Cale is doing now after he's added the baking soda is measuring out his SLSA, cream of tartar, and kaolin clay. Are you nervous about making your first batch of bath bombs on camera?
Yeah, I'm so nervous that I can't even talk right now.
It's okay. I'm gonna do most of the talking in this video.
Do I look nervous?
A little bit, but I think our audience understands that you need to concentrate.
And even when I'm not nervous, I guess I'm not the greatest enunciator on camera.
No, but that's why you have to be on camera more.
Jeez.
So Cale is now adding his kaolin clay. Oh my god, before you put that on, Cale is about to put on his mask for the SLSA. I forgot one step. I forgot to prime the baking soda with some water. So we can still do that. Grab a small dish from back there and then fill the dish with a little bit of water, and then we'll just add it right into there. So just clean out your little dish there. That was what we used to put in the water, and we put a little bit of water into our baking soda. I use about 10 grams or so, but that amount, but that amount will change depending on your weather. I imagine once it starts to get a little bit more drier in the winter time, we're going to be adding a little bit more water, and because it's a humid day, we add a little bit less water. All right, so move right along to SLSA. Next step. So Cale is donning his respirator mask that we got from Uline, and the reason why we do that is because SLSA is a very powdery, fine ingredient that when it kicks up into the air, makes you sneeze. It's not very pleasant to breathe in, so highly recommend if you work with this ingredient to wear a respirator.
I'd like a cheeseburger, onion ring, and an orange drink.
Okay. So now that you've measured out all of your dry ingredients, the next step is to get that going in the KitchenAid mixer. You were actually supposed to mix that, have it going already, but it's okay. We're doing things a little bit differently here. We're gonna turn this on and have it at the lowest setting.
We're using the paddle.
Yes, we're using the paddle, and this is gonna be on the lowest setting the entire time until after the last ingredient's added. So we'll just get it going. And now that that's going, we're gonna start in on our wet ingredients, the first of which is our shea butter. And that's solid at room temperature. What we're going to do is we're going to melt it down in the microwave. And that's one of the things that you wanna make sure is that this shea butter is completely melted. So that is how much shea butter we add to our bath bomb recipe. And
not a lot.
Yeah, you might think this is a tiny bit, but it really does make a huge difference. So Cale's gonna bring it over to our microwave and we're gonna zap it down. And while that's going, I usually get my compressor hooked up and the machine started, so we can start doing that. So we have our compressor hooked up, and this is, I have this linked in my description box below, but it's a Porter cable, and this is the machine that we're using today, the bath bomb press. And are you excited to use it for the first time? And now what he's going to do, now that that's all hooked up and ready to go, he's going to be measuring out his wet ingredients. So what's this first ingredient here, Cale?
We got our hemp seed oil here. Polysorbate 80.
Yep. So the next ingredient we have here is our alcohol, and this helps to moisten the batch without activating the bath bomb, and that's something that we want to prevent during the bath bomb making process. So now that Cale has all his wet ingredients measured and in the same bowl, he's gonna add it to the KitchenAid all at once. Cale is putting his respirator back on because the last ingredient is going to be our citric acid. And much like the SLSA, if you breathe in citric acid, it is also really irritating. So we like to keep this mask on to prevent Cale from having the sneezies. And that's gonna go right into the KitchenAid.
All at once?
Yep, all at once.
All right.
Get it in there.
Get in there. Yeah.
So now we're actually going to split the batch and color one part of it blue. And I want you to put more than half into this bowl. About 2/3, I'd say.
From here?
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see how that looks. Let me eyeball it.
Maybe a little bit more.
No, that should be fine actually. That's, let me show them. Yeah, this is about good. So what Cale is going to be adding to the smaller portion is his Fizz Fairy bath bomb dye, and today we're going to be using Blue One water soluble dye. And he's going to just add it in here dry using a scoop. Just like that, he's going to add it to the mix. So we're going to put it right back into the KitchenAid because we're going to now add a little bit of moisture to first activate the dye and also to moisten this part of the batch. Go ahead. And then he's gonna get this going so that it starts to mix. And that's gonna go for a bit, and then we're going to scrape off the spatula and then give it another mix. So now that that is done, we're gonna transfer that part into this bowl.
Whole thing?
Yep.
Oh, jeez. It slides out so easy.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Woo.
And then we're going to now wet the white part. So just put that into that bowl again.
Oh.
Yeah. We're gonna have the KitchenAid do the heavy mixing for us.
Is this a little too chunky?
No, it's fine. So we have our white here, we have our blue iris part here, and we have our embed, which is going to be a red embed powder going inside our bath bomb at the ready over here. You can put that in the front, okay? it might fall down. And so Cale has his bath bomb mold at the ready, and for the first one I think I'm just gonna do it first to show you what I think is the right technique, and then you can hopefully do it after.
It's not a bad strategy.
Yeah. So I've added a little bit of blue and I've made it as round as possible for the iris part. And now I'm going to lock that blue in place with some white and make sure that doesn't move anywhere. And then I'm gonna make a little furrow down to where the blue is. And I'm just going to fill in with more blue right in the middle, just keeping it to the middle. And then I'm gonna use the white to just keep going around the sides so that I can ensure that the entire outside of the bath bomb is going to be white. And then I'm gonna add my embed here, which is red. Just gonna add to the gore of it. And then we're gonna keep just adding the blue in there. And then just right there to the top. And we're gonna seal that with more white. And then we're going to press that and see how that turns out. It's gonna go right into here. Then we're going to flip that over. And then there you go.
Cool.
Yep, so we're just going to put that over here. So let's see if you are able to do that. So Cale's gonna put his blue iris in first. Let's see, all right. And you're gonna lock it in with some white, going straight down so that it doesn't shift. Let's see. Yep, great. And then you're gonna make that little furrow in the middle so that you can start to fill in the middle with blue, focusing right in the center. Yeah, just like that, yep. And then he's just gonna keep making layers on top of that. So this is much of the same, just the white focused around the edge. And he's gonna make his furrow in the middle. And when you're making the furrow, don't be afraid to make it a pretty deep one and to really line up the sides with the white. Great. And now you're gonna go put in some red embeds for the bloody part of the eyeball coming out. And just a little bit more blue to fill in that cavity. And he's gonna keep filling this until the blue pokes out the top. Again, focusing on the middle of it. Yep, okay. And then you're just gonna put more white on top and then a firm pat. There you go. And just keep lightly filling until it overfills the top. And then you're going to clean off the edges. Yep, great. And now Cale's going to work this machine. Let's see how he does. Yep. Great. Alright, and let's see how it looks. You're gonna shake it to loosen it up, flip it over, and awesome! There you go. Alright, and then you're gonna put it on the tray right over here. Good job. And yes, we did have to do a few practice ones, but I think Cale's getting the hang of it. These are the finished eyeballs, and it started off with a nice blue iris, but then slowly started to get a little sloppy, and this is how the last one turned out because we ran out of white, but that's okay. I really think we can clean it up with some mica, so you'll see all of that tomorrow, and you know, we can clean up something like this too, where a little white got through to the iris. This is a very dilated pupil, I think.
It's like when your eye got splashed with soap batter. It's like that's the soap batter in your eye right there.
That's what my eyeball looked like, yep. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to have them dry down in our basement with a dehumidifier, and then we're gonna show you tomorrow how we're gonna paint these and finish them off so that they look really spooky and like actual eyeballs, and then we're going to demo it for you guys. So stay tuned, we'll see you tomorrow. And we're Cale's working on his transitions. You like doing the hand things, right? It's the next day, and these are how the bath bombs turned out. So these eyeball bath bombs are not done because you have the iris, you have the actual eyeball, and now you have to add the pupil.
Say pupil one more time.
People. So the way we're going to be doing that is using black luster mica, and we're going to mix this with a little bit of alcohol, and then using a paintbrush we're going to paint it on, and we'll show you how Cale does that in a bit, and then after we will show you a demo, so stay tuned for that.
Alright, so we have our isopropyl alcohol here, 99%, and we're going to put these into a few different little vessels. We're going to have two now. One for the black, and then we're just gonna have a little bit for some pink to maybe draw some veins onto the eyes in there.
Yeah, we're gonna make it a little
more
gory.
eeriness.
Yes.
So. And here's our black mica. We're gonna take a little bit here, and which one is the one I want? This one here. Put some black in there. And we're gonna mix this up.
So I had every confidence in Cale that he could do it himself, but he insisted that I do the first one because I am kind of particular when it comes to my products. So I'm just going to take a little bit of mica paint here and just go right from the center and just do just a circle, and that's really it. That's really all that you need to do.
Okay.
And how does that look? Just literally tap it and it should make a circle. Can you do it, you think?
I think so.
All right.
I can manage that.
I believe in you.
That's easy. I guess I was thinking it was going to be more oblong.
Oblong?
Or egg-shaped or football-shaped.
No. Pupils are just round.
Okay.
Yeah. That is so eerie looking. So bug-eyed. Oh my goodness. Ah. So I'm going to quickly show Cale what I'm looking for again. And you know, it's not his fault. I'm actually very, very particular about how I want my products to look. So let's go. Let's try it on this guy first with his wonky extra large pupil. So I'm just going to maybe just like do like little squiggly lines.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. See, I would have done it in the blue, which doesn't make sense.
Well, you can do it on the blue, but you can focus more on the white.
No, but like when eyes are bloodshot and veiny like that, it is in the white part.
Creepy. So this is how they turned out. I think they turned out pretty cool. And the last touch that I wanted to add to these bath bombs is a little bit of glitter. I am all about the glitter life. We're just gonna add this Sparkle Me Blue mica from Mad Micas, and using their fairy duster to get a nice blue sparkle on it. And I'm gonna ask Cale to do it because he's never done this before. And yeah, all you have to do is spray and...
Spray it right on the pupil there?
Yeah, just right on top.
Oh.
Awesome. Wow, perfect. And that looks like a nice glisten across an eyeball. Perfect.
How do I look?
So creepy. You need to stop doing this. I mean, it's just really disturbing. No, don't move. Not with the movements. Oh my goodness. All right, put those down, please. I'm very scared. Oh, those are better. Those eyes are much nicer. Okay. Cale, what are you doing? Are you trying to scare our neighbors? Stop it. Yeah, when you were dancing around, I got seriously unsettled by it.
I'm gonna open the door to some trick-or-treaters with these in front of my eyes.
And even the ones where we actually ran out of white at nearer to the end, but even these ones turned out okay. And the smell of them being cherry is very different too.
Yeah,
I would not expect that, but the last thing we need to do is, well, first of all, clean up, and then we are going to demo one of these guys in the water so you can see what they look like. We'll show you that right now. Does look weird?
Yep. It's like you popped it right out of your socket.
Here's a demo of our eyeball bath bomb. So this bath bomb performed so cool in the water. I really love the mix of blue and red. What do you think?
Yeah, yep. The blue on white at first just looks so royal, and then when that red pops out, it's like you're expecting it, and then here it comes.
Yeah, for people who buy it, they don't expect it. And
True.
It's like, it comes out of nowhere. So that's a nice little surprise. Yeah, just really excited about how they turned out. If you want the exact recipe and want to know exactly what type of ingredients we've used, I have that all listed in my Patreon, which is linked down in my description box below. And thank you so much to Fizz for gifting us that cherry fragrance oil, because that smells fantastic. I really like it. It might be my go-to cherry moving forward. And speaking of my Patreon, thank you so much to everybody who has chosen to support the two of us on there. You guys are amazing, and you're just so generous and awesome, especially these guys, our Bubble BFFs, which some of them are amazing business owners themselves. I have them linked down in my description box below. Please check them out. And that's it. That's how we make eyeball bath bombs.
I wonder if real eyeballs smell this good.
Probably not. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a huge thumbs up. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. And until the next video, keep smiling, keep being awesome, keep making gorgeous, beautiful, or even creepy looking things like eyeball bath bombs. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.